to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, we're going to try a keeper run down to the lamb in the dark room. If that fails, I've said I'll try and do something as a lost. Remember that my keeper is modded, so I have Greed's Gullet and Swallowed Penny. So whenever I get hit, I do drop a penny. And for every 25 cents we accumulate, get +1 max HP. +1 penny health, or whatever you want to call it. And I've also put the struggle of deciding what to talk about in this one on chat. And chat has to make a good impression so that everybody on YouTube makes the right decision and comes over to Twitch instead. So chat, what shall I talk about? No, we're not talking about Coronation Street. Also, could you be any more British? Coronation Street is a long-running soap opera that started in the late 60s. It is largely comprised of old people who have traumatic events happen to them frequently. Probably should not have done that right before getting a room that's a little annoying. Uh-oh. Be cool. I want that penny. No, we're not talking about anyone's Twitter. Complain about the Queen? What's she done to you? Go meta and chat about chat? I could do that. Having a live chat is very interesting. Sometimes it's a nice thing to fall back on if you don't have any stories. For instance, if you blew your load in the first Isaac run that you recorded of the evening. And having that live audience there can also kind of remind you of stuff you've forgotten, keep you focused, that you don't have when you're recording just in your own head, essentially. Ooh, that's very good. Like if I do an Isaac recording just as part of my day, which is not really happening anymore. I won't say it's never going to happen. Like when Repentance comes out, I might be so eager to play it, I'll record some of it. Did you time out UF for doing a pun? That's what it looks like, but I have to know. He heard someone's tweet, how dare he? Thank you, Sorrentiman, for the bits. Hi, YouTubes. Please come to Twitch and visit a totally normal chat room. Yes, that's perfectly fair. I feel like there was something else I could have done on that floor, but I left prematurely. Thank you for hanging around, Armando. See you later. My least favourite boss is Hush. Or if you mean like recurring bosses that aren't special. Ooh, the new boss is pretty bad. The matriarch. What makes you smaller? I've written away. I shouldn't take these in case one of them is like health down. Yeah, I won't take any more pills. I wasn't thinking. We had a health down in our last run too. Thank you, Shells, for 15 months in a row subscription. Fun fact, the stream runs smoother when I use my phone internet than the Wi-Fi, God help me. That's one of those situations where it's hard to push Twitch if your internet and Twitch just do not play nicely. That's the other danger of Twitch in general. Like, what if my internet goes back to being crap? I'm kind of like, well, that's me done. Proptosis again. Intriguing. How do you set it as 1? Wait, what happened there? Nightbot caught you for something, but I'm not sure what it was. Did you do one emote too many times? Is that what that was? Hello, Sias. Oh, I do have something I didn't talk about in the last episode. You know how I did that post on YouTube just explaining to people, hey, other than Let's Look at some camera videos, I'm probably just going to put over VODs from Twitch. So I'd like, please come over and watch on Twitch instead. I think you'll like it if you're able to give it a chance. I did get one reply to it, which annoyed me a little bit. It was someone telling me that I should do clickbait, because clickbait is just a form of selling, and that people will still stick around afterwards outside of the clickbait content. There's a lot... oh, it's just going to get flies. There's a lot of things wrong with that statement. The kind of audience that clickbait attracts, for one, is not the type of audience I want to create content for. I like that I have a niche for people who are on the more mature side, sometimes literally, sometimes figuratively, that have found me through means which don't feel underhanded, or cheap, or lazy. You put 50 bits? Oh, did you do them all as separate? Yeah, that'll be why Nightbot got you. Yeah, you can do, like, if you had 50 bits and wanted to do them as a single thing, you would just do a cheer 50. You can do, like, individual ones if you want, but past a certain point, Nightbot will cut you off. I don't remember what the number is. I don't like sharing the number because there's people like Alana and Lord Psychon who've worked it out and work around it as a result. YouTube is allowed on the work internet, but Twitch isn't. That would also be a problem, yeah. I said I wouldn't take pills. Yeah, YouTube isn't going anywhere. I'm still putting videos over. I'm still doing occasional Let's Look At. I recorded one today. But in general, Twitch has its share of problems. The main one being not applying rules evenly to all streamers. That in the IRL section in general is a mistake, but it at least feels like that's also very, very good for the keeper. It at least feels like they're trying, and they still give a lot of promotion to people who already have an audience, but of course they do. But they're trying to do things, and it's gaming focused, and it feels like they know their market, whereas YouTube, they saw that gaming was popular amongst their biggest subscriber, or creators who have biggest subscriber numbers. So they're like, yeah, let's get in on this gaming thing. And then they had no idea what to do with it, and then wanted to distance themselves from it as a result. Was it Rydog or Redrus maybe that pointed out to me that apparently YouTube Gaming was launched on January 1st, 2017? Because if that's true, then that could well be the thing that screwed me over. Because I'm doing gaming content. If I didn't do gaming content, it's very possible that you wouldn't have noticed any difference at all. But the other thing about that comment that also got me is I have seen people who are, well, let's say equally desperate, so I'm not insulting them. Equally desperate as I am to keep and maintain viewership, go the full clickbait route and not have it work for them. And that's not a single incident I'm talking about. I've seen it happen to at least two. They've just gone full clickbait, full lowest common denominator, full trashy thumbnails, trashy content, hyper edited, shocking thumbnail, like shocking expressions coupled with zoom-ins. The first 5 seconds of the video is like a here's what happens in this episode, just to try and keep a 10-year-old's attention span. It's like if you keep on watching this whole video, because you have to have people watch for a long time, that matters a lot on YouTube. Here's something cool that happens in it. It's like that full crap, all that crap. And it's not working. And the reason it's not working is it's not just a clickbait issue. It's a YouTube is broken issue. The clickbait stuff would work if YouTube was still working the way it used to, but it's not. Something is broken. I don't know what it is, and I no longer think it's going to be fixed. I've lost all faith in them as a platform and a company. The final nail in the coffin was that email they sent to me, 90% done by a robot, just saying, yeah, everything's fine. That was when I lost my last lingering thread of hope for YouTube. Because if they genuinely think everything is fine, then they're doomed. Luck up penny. We'll leave a couple on the floor in case I need them. Although actually no, I shouldn't, because we're near +1 HP. Yes, that kind of stuff, chat. New secret character in Isaac? Oh my god, you won't believe this episode. I won't name the person, but a few of you should know of them. They've been getting shit for this for ever since they did it, but they did a video, I don't remember what game it was for, but it was like, my mother died? Question mark, exclamation mark. Like, that's what it's come to? Like, really? That's what you've got to do to desperately cling on to success on YouTube? Like, Jesus Christ. I think I'd rather just try and make Twitch work if you don't mind. We didn't get the +1 HP we have now from the meat, incidentally. It's because we got to 25 coins. Oh, you see Stormcaller, that's the thing. I would gladly never change, and I don't have any plans to, but the artist has got to eat, unfortunately. Like, everyone who has resorted to or not everybody is the better way to put it. Not everybody who has resorted to clickbait crap is doing it because they think that's the direction they want their content to go. It's because they're desperate. They're not bad people. They are just desperately trying to cling on to some form of success. That would be a good example of a clickbait title, yeah. Actually, there's a Twitter account exclusively for like clickbait YouTube thumbnails, and I remember seeing one on there being like, I almost died, and then sad face emoji, and then the video is about how someone pushed them over. Yeah, it's desperation. And the thing is, I'm not desperate to be famous because I don't want to be famous. I am desperate for gaming to remain my job because it's my love in life is gaming. But that's different. My ideal would honestly be that I'm a total unknown, but the stuff I make is well known and earns money. I'd be happy with that. That'd be my ideal. People knowing who I am is it's a slight downside, honestly, to being able to do gaming as a living. Because by nature I'm very private. And the more well-known people have a lot of crap to put up with. I mean, I've only had a small sample size, but like having people stalk me through games of Overwatch just to troll me or stuff like that just because they recognize my name. I will probably never experience that again, but I can't say it was enjoyable when I did experience it. Or copycats trying to con developers using my name. That's not cool. Those are the parts I don't miss from going back to being largely unknown. Just become a professional video game journalist. You'd be the best one because I actually play games. Video game journalism is a joke, and it's on the way out. Actually, the last issue of Games Master came out this month. As in the last issue ever. Oh. Careful now. Careful now. Okay. Which was a gaming magazine in the UK that my editor... Oh. My old editor, when I wrote for a website, he wrote for Games Master. Freelance as far as I'm aware. Oops. Didn't mean to press spacebar there. It's keeper versus keeper. Kinda. I have too much integrity to be a games journalist. I hate to break it to you, but like I just said, I wrote for a gaming website for some time. So I technically was, but not even technically, because no game journalist has any bloody actual journalistic training. We don't want that. I don't feel I ever wrote any clickbait pieces. I played all the games I had to review. I do feel like that sometimes my editor deliberately gave me things I didn't like because he wanted the controversy to garner attention. I.e. Dark Souls. I'm trying to remember any other examples. Nothing's coming to mind. But there was other games where I flat out told him, like, don't give this to me, I don't like it. He said, no, you do it. And so you could post it on... it wasn't Reddit. There's some like news site that's way too oversaturated where any old gaming website can get their stories published and they get heat, and if they get a lot of heat they get put on the front page. He put all that crap there. We've accidentally turned another Isaac episode into talking about bloody YouTube. I'm sick of talking about YouTube. Talk about the joys of Twitch as a medium. And how doing it without a safety net is more exciting. Doesn't always end well, obviously. I mean, there's subreddits dedicated to bad things happening on streams, but still, doing it live is far more interesting. Alright, yeah. No wonder it felt like a big floor, because it blimmin' is. The part of the... I know you're kidding when you say Flik hates Dark Souls. One of my main areas for whether or not I like a game is how it imparts a story to me, assuming it's a story-based game. So I spent a lot of time complaining about Dark Souls' lack of storytelling. You're getting weird skips. I did drop 51 frames at some point, but that's not nearly enough to have constant frames, like maybe once for a split second or half a second. They're not going up. Should be fine. Yeah, we're not talking about Dark Souls, please. Also, I don't even hate Dark Souls the most now. I dislike Dark Souls 3 more. How about you give me reasons to impart to the people who only watch on YouTube? Give them reasons to come over here and watch live, if they can. If they can't watch live, I'd still honestly prefer they just watch the VOD on here if possible. Because then at least you get to see what chat is like. For better or worse. That's right, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you. Oh, also, dark room, dark room, dark room, dark room, dark room. To me? Who knows? Well, I didn't really mean reasons why it would be beneficial for me, but yes, if you're coming over from YouTube and you're in America, you can optionally watch ads voluntarily to get bits, which you can then give to me, which is money. But I meant more like, isn't it just, maybe it's just me, but isn't the community on Twitch just nicer? And that's weird given that it's live. Because YouTube comments just, they have this reputation, not necessarily mine, but just in general, of just being awful. And we don't have that here. Granted, we don't have a massive audience, and the more people there are, the more likely it is to have trolls or random people who are backseaters, etc. But even then, it happens so infrequently. It didn't happen a crap ton when we had like 400 people watching daily. Dark room, dark room, dark room. Have I done boss rushes him? It's on the thing, but I haven't. So we're gonna. I didn't realize how fast we were going. Oh, good. I have to take something that will damage me. Rotten Baby is really good, but so is Daddy Longlegs. Actually, no, that is a good thing, because that means Revenge Fly is up and about right from the start as well. Just fill the room with pennies to pick up. Come to Twitch for my new Awoo emote and stay to see what... Wait, I don't understand you putting that emote next to Cart's name. What does it mean? What does it meme? You don't think you've ever read through my comment section on YouTube? My comment section on YouTube is one of the better ones relative to the average. But I do try and keep it a clean and good place. Adding actually to my filter helped. Also, like long-term things, just your general, you know, racists or homophobic type things, and the phrase "subscribe to my" that keeps a lot of the spam away. Oop. Oh, come on. I don't know where it is. If you look at anything recent on YouTube, you're not going to find anything bad. Because there's barely any comments. If you go back to something older that's had a reasonable number of views, there might be some bad stuff that slipped through the net, I don't know. Not for the most part though. For the most part, well, again, it comes down to because I don't really do clickbait crap, I don't attract children or the immature, not necessarily via age, just mental capacity, who are going to comment like "lol, dick farts, omega lol." You know, you don't get that kind of crap. Even when we played Fortnite, we didn't get that, or PUBG. How about instead of hurrying Cart's Twitter, Cart hurs my Twitch and gets his Twitter followers to follow me, now that I have mildly lewd emotes for them to use when they roleplay with each other in the back channels. Dicks and keyboards out, am I right? Rufflecopter? Honestly, Shills, you're showing your age a bit with that one. No one says Rufflecopter. Oh right, I couldn't damage the mask because the heart was still alive. Did not realise. Honestly, Revenge Fly, I'd like you to handle this one. It's not even over yet. Christ, imagine doing this as the Lost. Even with an Alges rune. You'd have to have blank card Alges. I am getting a positive increase in HP thanks to all the money that's dropping though. A roller coaster? Yeah, that's pretty old too. Why won't it end? I have played The Last of Us, yes. I liked it. I will never play it again, however, because it's too depressing. What is that link, Crispy? Oh, sticky nickels have appeared in the basement. Okay. Deadeye is a good find. Dark room, dark room, dark room, dark room. Go down to shoal, go down to shoal, go down to shoal. Alright, we need a new topic of conversation. Stat. You'd love to see me play it. Oh, it's too depressing. Also, I never got it on PS4, I played it on PS3. Wait, yeah, it released on PS3, right? And then they remade it for 4? God, is it really that old? I guess so, because the sequel's coming out. I'll play the sequel for an audience. We can all be depressed together. In fact, this Christmas, let's do a double bill of The Last of Us and the Jurassic Park episode of Futurama, and then all hang ourselves. We'll need one very big noose. You call shotgun? No, one big noose. No guns. What on earth is that emote? Is that a pair of underwear, Kensei? Is that like girl panties that somebody has an emote of with sparkles? Degenerates. I'll just be over here criticizing degenerates with my woo emote. Don't forget the ending of Old Yeller. Is that the nickname for that terrier event in RimWorld? Don't worry, I know what Old Yeller is really. I was doing a funny. Because the terriers were all yellow. Until they were red. Nothing but red. So much blood. What new games am I going to play? Pokemon Let's Go in under 2 weeks. It's like a week and a half now, right? No, wait, no, it's still like a little bit longer than that. But yeah, that'll probably be the next new thing outside of, well, not a new game, but something new for me to be playing. We might, if we finish Evil Within 2, might move on to The End Is Nigh, just to give that a go. And we're going to play the 1000th release of Resident Evil when it comes onto Switch. No. But if you've never played the Resident Evil 1 remake, it's very, very good. It's better than the original. And it's highly recommended. Oh, the Matriarch. We were talking about you last run. Oh wait, the start of this run. We have a very powerful run, however. No, how embarrassing, I got hit by Chubb. Dark room, dark room, dark room. Replay Half-Life 2? I don't like Half-Life 2, I think it's very bad. Much like Dark Souls, it has a very, very badly told story. Goodbye, Cheryl. Have fun running Halloween errands with your mother. Also, like I said to you recently, tell her I said hi and then wink at her, seductively, just to make her as uncomfortable as possible. We are at maximum HP for the keeper, anyway. Two of diamonds, never mind, we can get double maximum HP. I'm not going to be playing Red Dead, no. I have no interest in it. Didn't play the first one. Don't have any interest in cowboys. Does not appeal. I also don't particularly like Rockstar's ethics. If I had been really looking forward to Red Dead and the stuff about them working their employees to the bone and their crappy monetization approach, honestly still would have played it, probably. I'm not doubting the quality of the game, just not something I have any interest in. I've seen some funny GIFs from it, if that counts. Although all the funny GIFs I've seen are all stuff that shouldn't be happening. Yeah, they're overly, like, yeah, proud of overworking their ununionized slave labor force, which, ugh. No, not Isaac, keep her. What do I have that's slowing her down? Oh, is it the cursed eye shot thingy? It's not called cursed eye, evil eye. Dark room, dark room, dark room, dark room. I mean, I could kill Hush, but I don't want to because it will take forever. So, no. We'll unlock more things by going this route. We can try Delirium if we get it. Hunting is too realistic. Yeah, it's just, it's gross for no real reason. This is a new room and it's horrible. I guess we have Daddy Longlegs and Revenge Fly to do it for me. Nope, gonna ignore that. Anyone playing Cross Code? Not heard of that. I mean, there'll be people here amongst you that are playing Red Dead right now. I assume you're enjoying it. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with the quality of it. But they're pushing like a multiplayer to it as well, aren't they? It's just monetization is driving the upper positions of Rockstar. And so far it probably hasn't affected quality because, hey, they can overwork their employees and get away with it. If that ever changes, I feel like the quality would slip. Multiplayers now yet? Have I played Overlord? Is that the one that was written by Terry Pratchett's daughter? Because if so, I believe I played a demo of the first and second and hated them both. She is an absolutely terrible writer. Huh. Alright, that's the effect of the void. We'll hold on to that then. I don't think I've had a black room before. I remember unlocking it, but I don't think I've had one. Control minions to send them and get stuff. I think that is that one, yeah. I had a sequel and there was like elves that were hippies or something. Yeah, it was real bad. Everything she's written has been very bad story-wise. But also the gameplay in that case didn't appeal. She wrote Mirror's Edge, which also has a terrible story, but the gameplay in that appealed, so it didn't really matter. That was before parkour was in absolutely everything. And then she blamed the company when people said, this story you've written here is a bit shit. So yeah, they didn't give me enough to go on, so I just kind of winged it. They showed me areas they wanted to include in the game and then I just had to work with them. It's like, so? To do better at writing a story. The room you frame a story in is not as important as the story itself. Oh. Surprise crawl space, which I didn't notice the second it happened because I was looking at chat. We didn't get State of Decay multiplayer working though, that's why it kind of disappeared from the streams. Kind of bored of the solo campaign that it did technically finish. Would have really have loved to be able to play it co-op, but we tried everything and past a certain point it was just like, it should not be this hard to play a Windows 10 exclusive game on Windows 10. When every other multiplayer game we play works perfectly fine. Whoops. I'll just take the hits if you don't mind. Blur. You really shouldn't have sent Revenge Fly out, because it's not going to end well for you. I did hear about the Metro offer making fun of the Witcher author, yes. Rightfully so. Keeper holds store key. Achievement unlocked. So he starts with a trinket now? See? Told you. And sure is a lot of spiders. Feels like a long time since I've came down here, but I had to have come down here recently with like the Forgotten? Oh wait, no, I came down here to unlock the Forgotten. That wasn't that recent. Isaac runs feel recent, but they're like weeks apart. Well, that's not true. Although it was like 2 months ago I unlocked the Forgotten at this point, wasn't it? Must have been. Old man thinks of time past. That's what this run is degraded into. Thank goodness we're at the end. Chat, of the new emotes, what one is your favourite? I did not void either of those, I guess because they're deals. Alright, I misunderstood how it worked. Old man yells at Cloud, yes. You're not a very good protagonist. Your hair is stupid. Your sword is too big. Stop moping and get laid. You haven't seen Fab used much? Are you kidding? It's getting used the most? Well, no, maybe I was getting used the most. Fabulous 2.0 is being used definitely second most. Ha! Surprise dark one. No, he wants Tifa. Tifa X Cloud OTP. Ares is like his little sister. Sorry, Aerith, I mean. Yeah, firstly violate. You know what, never mind, I'm not even going to finish the sentence. The word I said wrong was more amusing than it was going to be. I don't want to do a victory lap. I will, however, try and do Delirium just to get it done. We got Karma unlocked. Is that the Celtic symbol for something? Probably Karma, if I had to guess. So I don't know if we're going to succeed, although given that I do drop a penny every time I'm hit, our chances are a bit higher. But doing the Delirium floor 2 times in a row, or 2 runs in a row, is very unheard of, because it smells. I watched the Tremor movie series. I have seen Tremors 1, and Tremors 1 is fantastic. I have not seen any of the sequels, and I've heard nothing but bad things. Did Kevin Bacon go from doing Friday the 13th to Tremors? It feels like he's a similar age in both. Is that pre or post Bad Dancing or whatever the hell that movie was called? Is it Bad Dancing? That doesn't sound right. Dirty Dancing, that's the one. It was close. No, wait, no, that wasn't even Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon was Footloose, right? Dirty Dancing was a different film that I remember my mother watching a lot when she was young. Or when I was young and she was younger. Wait. Yeah, that made sense. But Bad Dancing, Dirty Dancing, you can see where my brain was going. It's not a movie I've thought of. The only thing I remember about Footloose, well, even though I've never seen it, so it's no surprise, is the Kenny Loggins theme music for it. Was I born before my mother? Look, I said the sentence weird, so it kind of sounded like I was saying that. That's not what I meant. My words have been taken out of context. Much like many of my emotes. Have you seen the video of Skeletor and He-Man doing the Dirty Dancing scene? No? Also, what is the Dirty Dancing scene? Because as we've now established, I was getting Footloose and Dirty Dancing mixed up. Please, I'm too small, I can't... There, Christ. Stub finder we do not require. Delirium? Nope. I haven't seen, well, I have seen Dirty Dancing because as we just established, my mother watched it a lot when I was a kid. I don't remember any. I think I remember like the two of them dancing in a forest and singing, but that could be Footloose, I don't know. Where Swayze lifts what's her face in the pool. No, the only scene I know of that is the meme one where it's like don't put baby in a corner, where he's telling the father off for not letting his jailbait daughter date him. Oh no, we've got to kill the lamb again? Grumble, grumble. It's been a long time since I've grumbled. I need to bring that back, especially for Christmas, because I hate Christmas. I'm going to be miserable, but it can be an amusing miserable if I do grumble. I'm bringing it back. No shampoo. It just gives me flies, right? Yeah. Tell me more, does he look like a bitch? I've seen that cut. That is a funny... I was gonna say GIF, but if it has sound, it's not a GIF, is it? It's something else. Yeah, Pulp Fiction mixed with, I was gonna say Fame, that's not right. The musical, whatchamacallit. I'm trying to remember before chat tells me. Ow. No, not hair. Grease! Yeah, there we go. I knew it was a single word. Oh, well, we actually got 2 out of 3 towards becoming Guppy. Isaac? Sorry, I mean Isaac. Poor little keeper, run for your life. So much for homing bombs. See, now you can do the knife emote and say Isaac and then have Bible Thump to actually have Isaac's face, and it's just perfect. My only regret is we haven't found Mom's knife on either run tonight. I can believe there's a grease too, yes. Sadly. Where the hell is Delirium? We're going to end up running over swap over time. Never mind being too quick. Yes, Hairspray does have John Travolta cross-dressing. Which he certainly does not do regularly in his real life. I heard something poop. Oh, there we are. It's the spitters that they crapped out. Ah, good grief. It's gonna be a long ass Delirium fight as well, unless we can get a Chaos card. And I can land it if we get one. Because he's a hard bugger to land a hit on. I see you're spitting all the things. What is still... ah. Oh wow, there's a lot of spiders over here. I forgot they burst into spiders when they die. Just like humans. Because we're filled with them. Oh no 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 no. Would have been a game over if I'd taken that. That's now the pre-designated healing room. That's a very big tumor. His Mewa head is very deep. Feed me, Seymour! I did it! That was a pretty tough room to navigate there. It was looking very dicey for a second. No, this is genuinely annoying. Because the ghosts and the hands. Ugh. Alright, we did it. Delirium, please! Hello, JMS. Oh. Oh. Just... Thanks. That'll be him. Alright, here we go. That is not him. That's Loki. Silver dollar again. Crying makes me toot. Hello, Bargist Fenrir. Wait, are you Fenrir Rue, but you've changed your name, or are you a different person who also has Fenrir in your name? Let me that second time. It wasn't a purple fire anymore. Ah, there he is. Oh, this is going to be slow and painful. Whoa. Yes, there you are. I think his sprite was off the screen there, his Mom Omega sprite. I totally did that on purpose to get a luck up, obviously. Look how little damage he's taken. Poor Revengefly can't keep up. What are you, a Dead Cells boss? What are you, an Enter the Gungeon boss? What are you, Darkest Dungeon? Because you take forever for very little payoff? Oop. Christmas is a Tuesday? Yeah, I'll be streaming on Christmas Day as long as it's not a Monday. I have no interest in Christmas. The usual service I perform is I provide a Christmas stream so that anyone who suffers from the Christmas blues has something to distract themselves with. I like that the room turned red. I also can't really keep up with chat while I'm focusing on this fight, unfortunately. I'll be able to keep up more once we swap over. He's not even half dead. I'm thirsty, my throat hurts, I want to go home. This is why nobody likes this fight. So I feel the dog stirring at my back. You have to host. I'm sure I'll have to attend some kind of family meal at some point. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't even have to do that. I can just use Sora as an excuse. Never left Sora alone around... Well, yeah, like evening time. I've only ever left her alone during the day. I'm not sure how she'd take to that. She'd probably be fine, because she'd rather that than be outside. See, I really need that money, though. Thank you. Oh, that healed me for 2 because it was a higher denomination, I think. Ah! What the hell are you supposed to do when he does that? He's doing it again! Guess I'll just die, .jpg. Isaac. Bliss. Delirium. Ugh, look at those peep eyes. Like urine on a stick. Changing more often now because he's almost dead. No death beams that time. God, we better get some kind of fantastic item for this. Good internet, here you come. He transforms mostly into bosses you can counter through the run. But it's random the order in which he changes, yeah. Like he's becoming the lamb a lot because we killed the lamb twice. Please, just go. Gotcha. That was tedious. We got Crooked Penny, whatever that is. Hopefully something good for the people watching After the Fact on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed. Please do swing by Twitch to see us record this and more live. Twitch.tv/FlikSgamingStuff. Thank you for watching though, and we'll see you next time. Ciao for now.